In Miami, no. I was in Miami the past couple of days. I am now in Fort Lauderdale on my way to Palm Springs, and from Palm Springs, I'll be on my way up into Tampa. Then I'll be on my way up into Jacksonville. What's going on? I haven't talked to you guys in a couple of days. It feels like I haven't talked to y'all in forever. I'm trying to find a spot on the beach where I can. Sigma 91 definitely in the building with the $2. He say good day to preach. Yeah, man. I had to release some steam. If y'all been watching my Instagram, I've been all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But today we back at it. I thought I'd go live. I didn't want to come too long on vacation without going live, giving you guys an update. You alone? No, I got my girl with me. I'm alone now. She sleep. I snuck out the house. So we out here driving around right now. I'm in Oakland Park. Let me show y'all. Let's see. Gotta turn around. Let's see. Out here, Oakland Park, driving down. Got the palm trees. I'm finna go to Lauderdale by the lake. Down in here. Keandre is definitely in the building. Big shout outs, bro. Show y'all where we at. I'm in the Cadillac. You know, I'm a Dodge man, but I had to rent out a Cadillac. Hey, this thing is pretty fast, though. I'll tell you that. Done seen a lot, did a lot. I know one thing, I can tell you this. I've been going on a no carb diet. I got down here and realized I was fat. I ain't gonna even lie to you. You guys watch that Instagram, you see all those college kids I've been around. I'm talking millions of kids. I was walking around with my shirt off. I did not care. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did not care. Go check me on Instagram, man. What we got here? The Todd Clocker says he started his red pill journey. Hold on. Y'all gotta wait for me to, right now I'm just warming up, letting the room fill up a little bit. I'm trying to find a nice little spot. Let me know, is the microphone and the quality good? Let me know if the microphone and the quality of the camera is good. Give me a 1 so I know if I need to stop driving or not. The 1 is good? All right, everything's good? That's great because I had to get away from the beach to get signal. It seemed like on the beach, there's no signal at all. I caught myself trying to work out this morning, and bro, I took off running, and I swear, I got about a quarter mile down the road and felt like my entire life was getting ready to be over. He says, MIA. No, we did MIA. We did Miami the first 2 days. I spent some time with family and friends. Now I got to go handle some business today. Well, today I got to go spend time with other parts of the family. Hakeem Fitzgerald in the building with the $10. Really appreciate it, my dude. Really, really, really appreciate it. I wanted to go live to give you guys an update. I didn't want to go too long without being live because I did promise you guys a live. So I told my girl, I was like, listen, I gotta go. I can't spend time with you today. I gotta go spend some time with my audience. Give them an update on life. But if you guys have any questions, ask questions. I didn't really put up a lecture today because I wasn't prepared for it. I'm still in vacation mode. So we're still, right now I'm just trying to find a good place to park where we could sit down and really tap in. All right, somebody got a CDL trip. All right, I'm about to pull up. Hold on, I'm about to pull up next to the beach, and I may be able to get in here real quick. All right. Let's see here. Up by the lake. So they're gonna let me park here. I'm gonna pull over and park somewhere here soon. Cause I want to show you. Angel Torres with the Fox. He says, gotta stay in shape in Florida. Just the weather here will tire you. When I'm here, when I was living here, growing up here, I always stayed in shape. Moving to Pittsburgh made me fat. I'm not gonna lie to you. But now that I came back and I was out here on the beach, I'm like, damn, I am not in shape at all. I mean, some of these dudes are walking around here looking like fucking fashion models. But I'm gonna tell you this. Y'all wanna know one thing that I noticed about being on this beach? One thing that I've noticed. Yesterday, walking around the beach, the ratio for men to women. Let me show y'all Lauderdale on the beach. This is my favorite place right here. Lauderdale by the sea is my favorite place in the world. This is where you come and just relax to get away from all the other people. But one thing that I noticed yesterday on Miami Beach and Fort Lauderdale Beach, that's what a lot of people don't understand. I did Miami Beach and Fort Lauderdale Beach. The ratio is damn near 30-1. Women to men. All right? You seen guys with women, but you seen a lot of guys not speaking to the girls, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was some of the most weirdest shit in my life that I was like, Ray Allen with the $5, big shout outs, bro. He says, my 304 started pulling away. How long before it makes a clean break from me? Blessing Spade. If your 304 is pulling away now, she'll be all the way out the moment she gets something new. That's what 304s do. 304s just keep attaching themselves to different guys. So the moment she finds a way to attach herself to a different guy will be the day that she fully goes away from you. If not, a 304, if they can't find another guy to leech onto, they're going to try to make your life hell. So keep up with the plan that I told you to do. Maybe act like you like her, push her away. But she's almost gone. Hold on. She's almost gone if you got this far. All right, let's see here. All right. Y'all want to see the beach real quick? I think I got a spot I think I got a little spot. I'm going to walk to the beach and show y'all the beach. And then we're going to come back and chop it up real quick. Hold on. All right, there's the car. There's the rental. So I'm going to walk y'all to the beach, show y'all the beach a little bit. And then I'm going to walk back to the car and I'm going to answer some questions. Angel Torres in Florida, I have confidence in serious mouthpiece. These females are more masculine than most men. Oh yeah, definitely in Florida. But the thing is though, when you're dealing with Florida, you got to always go to the beach to get women because those are the women from out of town. Miami women, fuck no. If you live here, you know you don't date Miami women at all. You never, ever in your life date Miami women, ever. Miami women are slutty, masculine, deal with a lot of shit. All right, I'm gonna give y'all a view of the beach. This is what y'all wanted. Come on. You see the piers? The piers broke right there. You can see the piers. That's it, buddies. What it looks like. This is where I come. See? This is the part of the beach that I come during the day. You notice there's nobody on it. When you go down there, it's Fort Lauderdale, and then down a little bit more, you're gonna run into Miami Beach. But I'm kind of done with that segment. You know what I mean? I got to get back to work. Plus, I'm too fat, bro. I realize I need to get in the gym. And I've been in the gym, but I realize I need to straighten up my diet. You got to watch out for this shit too, bro. Knocking that sand out of the shoes. All right, let's get to some questions here. Angel says, if Florida confidence, let me go back up. Ray Allen, question, my 304 starting to pull away. All right, we answered that one already. Angel Torres with another one. Hakeem. All right, I'm taking questions. Go ahead and get your questions in. Ray Allen, question, if you already hit, how do you let a girl know you're for the streets? So, how do I let her know for the streets, or how do you let her know that you're for the streets? Okay, if you don't really need to let her know that she's for the streets. When you're making a determination that a girl is for the streets, that's pretty much for your own selfish being. That'll be for your own selfish knowledge. And let me get back in, bro, because just that little bit of time being out of this car, I'm fucking hot as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm hot. All right. We back in the car. All right. It's two ways that I'm trying to take your question. One is how you let her know you're a 304, or how you let her know she's a 304. You don't necessarily have to tell a 304 that she's a 304. That's just knowledge that you need to know based on your end, that she's for the streets. Why? Because most women nowadays are going to have a hypergamous, and they're going to have a high sex drive. So most of them are going to be 304s from the jump. And you have to realize, when a woman is feeling sexual liberated, she doesn't feel a certain type of way about sleeping with multiple guys. It doesn't affect them as it did back in the day. Like, girls nowadays can still get popularity and get someone to like them, even if they've slept around with a lot of guys. It's just you knowing that they are a 304 is to help guide you. Now, far as letting a woman know that you're a 304, or maybe you have multiple women, she's gonna know just by off the way that you treat her. A woman will start judging you by off of your actions, not what comes out of your mouth. That's the difference between men and women. A guy will start to judge a woman by what comes out of her mouth, and then he'll learn to judge her by her actions later down the road. That's what brought a lot of you guys to this space, is that you were listening to the woman tell you certain things. You reacted to her words. And when she did the complete opposite physically, is when you seen the difference in her. So far as letting her know that she's a 304, you could just cut her off. She'll automatically know. You don't really have to stress it to her, because it doesn't affect women as much as it affects men. All right, he says, how do I feel about Adam 22? Adam 22 was already a beta male that didn't get any women. He married a porn star. You know what I'm saying? He says, is there a big art community out there? Yes, Wynwood Walls. Go on my Instagram and you'll see Wynwood Walls. That's the big art community. It's Wynwood. Wynwood, Miami is the art sides of Miami. You could go on my Instagram. I was there the first day. All right, so hopefully I answered your question, Alan. All right, someone says, I'm going to CDL school to get my permit, and I'm in the process of trying to figure out the pre-trip part. How do I memorize? Because you got to know it word for word. On the pre-trip, it's easy. The pre-trip is easy. Remembering the guidelines are easy, but it's easier to remember whenever you're going to go get your, it's easy to remember if you go to a truck. Go to a truck and see certain parts of the truck. That's what helps you to remember the pre-trip. All right, so far as the pre-trip information, that should be easy for you. That's the easiest thing to remember, is the pre-trip, because that's going to be the natural thing that you have to do every single day that you go drive. So make sure you crunch that down. In my opinion, go to a truck as you learn it. All right, let's see here. And that's Millie J. Big shout outs, bro. I can't block Sam Nick. He can't block Sam Nick. Let me see. Sam Nick. It look like he's off already. Keandre. Nick. Did somebody block him? Hold on. Oh, it's not letting me block him either. What the fuck? Oh no, bro. I couldn't block him either for some reason. All right. Anthony Garcias. What do you think about the situation with Blueface and Rock? Blueface and Christian Rock? There's ghetto people, bro. I know people just like them every day. The Christian Rock and Blueface is hood niggas. Like, that's just how hood niggas and hood women are. That's not, you can't use Blueface and Christian Rock as day-to-day life for average living people. You can't. As far as Blueface, I know plenty of hood niggas that's just like Blueface, and I know plenty of women that are just like Christian Rock. These are ghetto birds. They're gonna fight, argue. These are the type of relationships that when people try to intervene to help, they end up looking like the bad person. So when it comes to Blueface and Christian Rock, I don't feel no sympathy for either one of them. Those aren't the type of people that I think you should strive to be, but I also feel like we shouldn't victimize those two people. They're on drugs, they're entertainers, they know what they're doing. They're not really the type of individuals that you're gonna hang around. You feel what I'm saying? So far as Blueface and Christian Rock, ignore that. That's all entertainment. If something happens to either one of them, it doesn't matter. They don't deserve victimization. Victimization is for good people that's being honest. They're just normal hood boogers, bro. If something happens to Blueface and Christian sues them or whatever, I don't support Blueface, bro. That's not the direction that I'm going. He said, I went to a trucking spot in Kentucky and started practicing. Keep practicing, bro, because I'm going to tell you right now, the worst thing, you must learn how to master a truck. Without mastering the truck, DOT is going to eat you up. You have to realize those bills triple. Some of those bills are triple. All right, Keandre got a question. What's the difference between if 304s tell one man they're a 304, or if 304s lie to another man that they're not a 304, which man they're showing more respect to? They're showing more respect to the guy that they tell is a 304. And the reason why they're telling that, well, no. Let me take that back. They're showing more respect to the guy that they're lying to about being a 304. But you have to understand this. They're still dealing with a gullible guy. All right? One thing about a man, when you start to learn this red pill knowledge and you start to master this knowledge, one thing that you will realize is you're going to know a 304 from the jump. Every woman, if she likes a guy, is going to hide the fact that she's a 304. That's why you got to start looking at things like her aging process, how fast she's aging, how much makeup she's wearing, how bright are her clothes, if she has on wigs. So you start judging a 304 based off of how many altercations she had to her body, because most 304s are going to be the ones with bright clothes. They're going to be the ones with long nails. They're going to be the ones that's always looking for attention. So if she's telling you she's not a 304, or she's trying to make herself sound good, it's because she really likes the guy. If she tells the guy that she is a 304, then she's testing you to see what you could get done with. I mean, how much she could get away with. Like, prime example, look at Adam 22. He knows that his girl's a porn star. He accepts the fact that she's a porn star. So if she slides out and goes and cheats on him with another guy and sleeps around with multiple dudes, he can't get mad at that. So you have to also realize is that he sleeps with other women with her as well. So whenever she's telling you she's a 304, it's because she wants to go sleep around with other dudes and be with you. This is how they create cockort relationships. You know what I'm saying? So understand, she's trying to hide it and lie. It's going to come back and bite her in the end. Because once a man starts to pay attention to her actions, and starts to pay attention to her insecurities, he would know if she's a 304 or not. You got to realize most 304s react to situations the same exact way. Once you start seeing how their actions are functioning all over the place, it's different. See a guy trying to get me a ticket. Y'all see him back there? I'm in a parking area, but he's like, hey, that dude is inside the car. He giving a right old boy a ticket. Let me get out of here. Let me see. Hey, am I okay? I'm okay? So I got to drive off now. I was trying to finish a phone call.
Oh, no. Finish your phone call. If you leave to go to the beach.
Oh, no. I'm not going to the beach. I'm just trying to keep my signal. All right, thank you. Fucking beach police coming around here. They out here writing tickets. That's why I sat inside the car. So they know, like, hey, somebody is inside that car. All right, like I was saying, a man normally finds a way to know a woman's a 304 just by looking at her body actions. Like yesterday in Miami, it was nothing but 304s running around. Listen, bro, I seen yesterday on the beach, I seen less men talking to women, and the shit was like, yo, are you crazy? And these girls were doing the most for attention. You had a lot of girls walking around completely naked, bro, just to get attention. And guys were still like, you only had a certain amount of dudes that was really trying to holler at them. Me and my girl was like, none of these dudes are talking to the women. All right, let's see here. All right, question. Hayden Jean says, why would a girl go out of her way to show interest and then never call after a meetup that seems to have went well? You turned her off at the meetup. So if a girl goes out of your way, right, to get your attention and to go on a date, and then after that you get ghosted, you talk too much while you was around her. You have to understand, majority of attraction is come from desirement. It comes from the mystery. That means as soon as you see somebody, you're like, oh my God, I like him. Women do the same shit. You start to like people without knowing them. You start to build an attachment with them without knowing them. You know what I'm saying? So she builds the desirement up so high. She wants to go out with you, but then she goes on a date and there's something that you do or say on the date that turns her completely off, that she's like, oh my God, his personality does not match what I thought in him. It's the same thing with a lot of guys. You may get with a girl that you think is a good girl, and then after a couple of days, you're like, man, this is a thought. She's combative. She wants to argue all the time. She wants to fight. And it starts to turn you off. It's because you start to say, I don't like her anymore. That's when you're getting past the desirement phase. So if a woman fights hard to get your attention, she goes on a date and you get ghosted after, it's something that happened on that date that you said and did that turned her completely off. You got to realize, what do we preach over here? Less is more when you're dealing with women. You talk less, she moves. When you're around her, talk less, she moves. That doesn't mean be quiet. It just means don't say too much while you're out with her. Let her do all the talking, and she'll always desire for you. All right. We got Bella Ship 13 says, if you date a woman outside your... All right, and ask that again. Okay, Larry says, Larry, make sure you start putting a question there, bro. Why does rap music in most cases continue not to gravitate to the peace and love mentally like music 70 years ago? Because of the vibration and frequencies in the music. You have to understand, rap music started out as rap music, but now rap music is a culture. It's a culture that says, hey, if the girl is not a slut, she's not black. If the black guy doesn't want to be a drug dealer, he's not black. If a black man doesn't act ignorant, he's not black. If he doesn't look like a thug, he's not black. Hip-hop became a culture for black people, for the women to look the way that they look. So when black people go to look normal and act like normal human beings, they're considered Uncle Toms or sellouts. That's why rap music is not elevating the community. It's because it's a cheat code for the elites. The elites are like, hey, These people are programmed to killing each other. We don't have to do anything anymore. All we have to do is just make sure the rappers keep getting richer and people keep envying them, and the culture will try to emulate it. The more the culture tries to emulate it, the less intelligent they are. So hip hop has become a, how can I say, a genocidal culture. It represents destruction in the worst of life. The sad part about it is blacks feel like they have to act like this, and the blacks that don't act like that are considered Uncle Toms. They're considered, lames. They're considered that if they're not ignorant, if they're not wearing their pants down by their butt, want to be rappers, then that's the difference. I can tell you this, not too many of them was on that beach yesterday. Big shout outs to Regular Dude. Cincinnati is definitely in the building, my dude. Hey, Regular Dude, you just missed the beach, dog. You wanted me to give you some beach. I thought you was on here. We was on the beach. I was showing everybody the beach, and you showed up late, my man. So make sure you go back and watch this live so you can see the scenery. I specifically got the scenery for you because you asked for it. Big shout outs, Regular Dude is definitely in the building. All right, hopefully I answered the hip hop question. Ballership 13 says, if you date a woman outside your generation, what problems can you expect? It depends on what generation you're going up. If you're going up a generation, then you're going to have a know-it-all woman. Normally when it comes to cougars are good for messing around with, but they become know-it-alls. They want to argue with you all the time. They think they know everything, so you'll miss out on them. If you're going a generation down, then it's going to be easy for you to sleep with the girl, but it's going to be hard to mold. Like, girls now are so non-moldable that is unreal. You pretty much got to get in a relationship where both people are accepting each other's differences in order to survive. I recommend not looking for marriage at all. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The shit that I've been seeing since I've been down here, I wouldn't get married. I'm telling you, dog, I seen girls walking around butt naked getting fucked inside of tents yesterday. In the broad daylight. Yo, one girl was getting fucked in this tent and everybody was around her chanting her on. Do not get this twisted. These brides are fucking loose as a goose. Go on my Instagram and you'll see these girls out here, how they're walking around and looking. Trust me, I wouldn't, at this point, bro, Generation Z is good to look at, good to have fun with. But boy, no, these bitches is hoes. I don't care what nobody say. They hoes out here, bro. All right, let's see here. He says, do nice cars attract more ladies? Yes. The car, you have, no. Yes, they do, but you got to have the right car that attracts them. Women are more attracted to pickup trucks, Jeeps, and BMWs than they are Lamborghinis and Ferraris. All right? So if you're looking to pick a woman up with a car, pickup trucks, Jeeps, and BMWs. And I would throw Audis in there too. To me, those are the four things that grab women whenever it comes to vehicles. The Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, and the Porsches, they only attract gold diggers because women are looking at it like, all right, he has money to blow on me. So the guy with money always attracts the fake women. That's why I tell you, the higher you go up with money, the more fake life has to be, the more you have to accept the fake version of life. But when it comes to women, if a man drives a pickup truck, he's going to pull way more women than the guy in the Lambo. Why? Because the guy in the Lambo is only going to attract gold diggers. There's not that many gold diggers compared to regular women. Regular, decent, good-looking women want a guy that drives a pickup truck or a Jeep or a BMW because those are common cars that she likes. The Ferraris, the Porsches, and the supercars are kind of like ego cars. So a lot of women will look at you like, he thinks he's better than me, or he thinks he's this because he got that. It starts to make you look weak. And trust me, down here in Miami, everybody that I showed you with a Lambo was by themselves. All the Lambos I showed you guys yesterday, all those guys were by themselves. But you seen guys driving on the beach in Jeeps with like 50 girls piled up in the Jeep. And I'm going to get y'all some more. Well, I'm not going to be on the beach today. I got to travel today. That's why I'm knocking this out. Tomorrow, I would be in Tampa. Patrick Scott, $20. He says, Ant, keep dropping the true game. Really appreciate it, my dude. You guys are showing me love, and I really appreciate that, man. That's why I told my woman, I said, man, I gotta go live. I got a communication with my audience. I can't go 2 days without these dudes. I got to get in here and answer some questions. All right, let me see here. So if you're looking for generation, if you're going up a generation, easy to sleep with, but they're know-it-alls. All right, he says, how do you come upon all your knowledge about female nature? I don't know if you know this, but I'm from Florida. I was a child star, I would say. I was a child model. I used to model for Dolce & Gabbana. I've modeled for Inc. And then I went into the military. Once I went into the military, I traveled the world. I've lived in Germany. I've lived in Italy, Elmendorf, Alaska. On top of that, I have 2 sisters with my mom and 3 with my dad. So that's like 5. Let's see, what else? I took a vow not to get married. So you have to understand, I'm in my 40s and I don't have any kids. I have a girlfriend now, but me and my girl have been together since I was 38. So I got a girlfriend later in life. My earlier years was just me banging women, bro, and chasing my dreams. So you have to understand, I'm not like a lot of guys that had the time to settle down, get in a relationship, and be locked down for years at a time and go through relationship problems. From the ages of 21 through 38, I didn't get in any relationships. All I did was just mess around with girls and travel the world. That's where my knowledge came from. It's the actual experience. And what kept me that way is listening to my friends like, man, I'm on my second baby mama, or man, I'm having problems with my girl, or my kids are going through this, she taking me through the ringer. So I had a lot of friends that were getting taken through the ringer that kept me away. I kept looking at my friends like, man, y'all life is fucked up. I am not getting ready to get in no relationship. Kind of like what you guys are doing online. So take the time out. I'm telling you, I waited till my 40s to really entertain a relationship. And my life was better for it. So that's how my knowledge of women came, is because I specialized in just living out my dreams. All right? We got some questions we got to answer. All right. Regular dude came back in with another one. And big shout outs to Patrick Scott. He came in with 2 donations? Or did they mark it down twice? He marked it once, but they marked it down twice. All right, so regular dude says, you take your car down with you, or is this a rental? No, this is a rental. I'm in a caddy. You know I'm a Dodge man. So, oh, shit. Oh, you already know what time it is with the Dodges. This is a rental, big dog. All right, Real says, what's your purpose and how did you find it or understand it? My purpose is right now is YouTube. Because this is where I'm the most comfortable at. This is where my knowledge can come out. This comes natural to me. But before that, my purpose was in the military. I was in the military for 8 years. After the military, then I was trading stocks for a while. After trading stocks, I started a trucking company. After my trucking company, then I went right into YouTube. So my purpose has always changed. And where I'm at now is the most comfortable. Like YouTube is natural. I know exactly what you want. It flows off the tongue. I really don't have to do any research for this because I have the knowledge up here already. So my purpose, in my opinion, that I've been waiting my whole life to do is this. Believe it or not. And I've had multiple jobs, but I used to hate trucking companies because every 6 months I had to bid for a position. I had to bid to get a contract. And then when you have employees, I hated that. I hated when drivers called off. I hated when they came up with crutches. I hated all that because if I dropped a load, I had to pay money for that load. So trucking is really like, ugh. So finding my purpose is just me jumping out there saying, hey, I gotta survive. I gotta find a way to make some money. So your purpose is gonna change till you get around to what you need to be. For now, just get used to working. Get used to getting up and grinding. You have to get used to doing that because you have to go through that pain. You're gonna do some stuff you don't love, but that stuff will help you in the future. You gotta realize you gotta keep up with time. You can't keep up with clocks. All right. Chad David, he says, enjoy your vacation, big dog. Big shout outs, man. We having a little bit of fun. It's not really vacation, it is, but it ain't. Like when I got down here, the trip was already set months ago, but I was not aware that it was spring break. I found out it was spring break when I'm walking out my house and I'm going down the street like, where's all these people at? And I'm like, holy shit, it's spring break. I never paid attention to that. I was just paying attention to what I was already planning months ago to do. All this spring break shit is new to me. All right, let's go back up. Okay, Bella says, aside from getting leadership, what's the next important thing to a woman? Confidence. The most important thing to a woman outside of the leadership is going to be confidence with yourself. Now, you guys see me post on Instagram all the time. I'm fat. I got to do this. Women adore that. When it comes to the leadership and it comes to the confidence that you don't let anything, like no one can say stuff to you that affects your moods or affects your insecurities, women are going to love that because that's something that they battle 24 hours, 7 days a week. So to have a man that's not complaining, women love that because they're going to do all the complaining and they need a man to tell them like, hey, stop doing all this complaining. You don't have to complain. So I tell guys all the time, it's cool to complain around men because men can understand what you're complaining about. But when it comes to a woman is expecting a man to be strong 24 hours, 7 days a week, no matter what. So in my opinion, the next attraction to a woman is going to be your confidence. And then after that, your look will get you. Remember, you can have a nice body, you can have a nice car, you can have all that. But if she gets next to you and you're confident, you're moody, you're not confident, you're moody, you're nagging, you're complaining, you're talking about what your friends have did wrong, you're talking about problems in your life, you're sad, she ain't gonna want to be around you at all. That's gonna be a complete turn off. So after that, I'll probably say be confident with yourself. All right, let's see here. A HHR Chevy? I don't know. That's kind of like old school. That might get them. National hearse. A hearse, a car women like. I don't think women like hearses, bro. Get a truck. Noxie hearse. I don't know, bro. I wouldn't get a damn hearse. If you want to get one, get one. You know what I'm saying? If whatever kind of car you want to get one. And the girl that likes you will attract to it. This is what you don't want to do. You don't want to alternate yourself for a woman, bro. You want the woman to alternate herself to you. That's how you find the right woman. Bayshore Harem, big shout outs, bro. Big shout outs with the $2. Really appreciate it. When it comes to a woman, you don't want to do too much alternating of yourself. I'm going to be honest with you. And I tell you guys this all the time. You don't want to alternate yourself. You don't want to be buying cars because women like it. You don't want to be buying clothes because you think women like it. Learn to be you. Find a comfortable spot in life that you are at and let the woman adjust to you. And trust me, life will be a hell of a lot better when you're just comfortable being yourself. All right. Nuff said, Sodomore TV, he says, free Top G. You damn right, free Top G. He should be getting out. They're saying that he should be getting out extremely soon. All right. Jay Spade says, any advice for a freshly red pill black man taking a break from my career in the legal field, turning 30 next week, renting out a condo in Broward? Big shout outs, bro. Quit my job and moving to LA. All right, I'm in Broward right now. So I can get what you're trying to do when you're trying to go from Broward to LA. Let me tell you something, bro. LA is a whole entire different beast. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. But in my opinion, LA is an entire different beast. You are young, you're in your 30s, go for it. If you can make some money off your rental property, spend that little time by yourself to try to figure yourself out. That's what it sounds like you're trying to do here. The only advice that I can tell you is, in the process of you taking a break, don't take a break too long. All right? Some people will take a break and they'll get out of mood. They'll get out of character. Like, for instance, I've been away for y'all for 2 days now? Okay, I couldn't go the third day because this is what I'm used to. This is my purpose. I had to pick up the camera today, come talk. I couldn't go the whole week saying, hey, I'm not going to communicate with my audience. I have to give my audience something. So whatever it is that's in your job and your purpose, you cannot be away from that for so long because it'll throw you out of rhythm. So make sure you take your break, but don't take your break away too long. You have to stay in mode at all times. All right. Okay, let me see here. Mo Mahani says, my boss saying hi to me in front of everybody all the time. I don't know that to do. I don't know why she's saying hi to you. Don't take it personal when it comes to women. They could be looking at you like this is the guy that'll give me gratification. He says some guys, some women, some brides get down just because you got a car. You're right. You're gonna have some women out there. You're gonna have some women that twist for a car, but not all. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them. Like I said, on the beach yesterday, those girls didn't know what a lot of these guys were driving, and you seen girls getting drunk, making out with guys in the back of the bar that they just met. Like I told you, I seen girls getting fucked on the beach and girls sitting around rooting for her getting fucked. Shit's crazy, bro. This generation is done. The fuck? Baller, he says, can you give an example showing confidence, arrogance, and showing off? All right, this is the difference. Confidence is something that you've already done before that you're comfortable doing again. That's the only way you could be confident. A lot of people would be like, I'm going to put this watch on and now I'm confident. No. You can only be confident at something that you have already did. When you're doing something, you're being brave. Why the fuck did this car turn the fuck off? When you're just doing something, you're being brave. So confidence is something that you have already did before and you're just turning around doing it again because you're confident at doing it. You're confident at tying your shoes. You're confident at taking a shower. You're confident at putting on your clothes. You're confident going to school. But you're brave when you see something and you fear it and you walk towards it. A lot of people are brave. They're attempting to do something for the first time. So a lot of guys that may go get a nice car and drive down the street, that doesn't show confidence. It shows that you're brave. You're brave because you're attempting to do something for the first time. Confidence is something you have already did. All right, so understand that part. When it comes to what else you ask for, showing off is a form of arrogance. I'm gonna say it again. Showing off is a form of arrogance. It's not a form of confidence. When a rapper is saying, look at my watch, look at what I bought, that's arrogance. Look at my car, that's arrogance. Look at my chain, that's arrogance. That's not confidence. And people are confusing that. They're confusing that in life, like, oh, I'm just confident, I'm doing this. No, there's a difference between arrogance and confidence. Confidence is something you've already did. Bravery is something you're attempting to do for the first time. Understand that. You have to be brave to do something in order to be confident at doing it again. But you can only be confident at something that you have already did before. All right, does that make any sense? If it's something you've never did before, it doesn't take confidence to do it. It takes bravery. What's the difference between bravery and being a coward? Bravery is seeing the fear and walking towards it anyway. What does a coward does? He sees the fear and walks away from it. What is a confident person? Someone that has already accomplished fear. He's already accepted the fear. He's already faced the fear already. So a lot of people are just brave. They have to get past bravery in order to be confident. You can only be confident when you're doing something for the second time after you've already achieved it. All right, big shout outs to Spiritual Alpha is definitely in the building. Really appreciate it, my dude. Fab Lion definitely in the building. Really appreciate it, my dude. All right, let's go back up. All right, Jess Spade says, question, repair older cars for 1K or invest into a new car? It all depends on your situation. I don't invest into older cars unless I have a reliable newer car. So if you just need a car for the first time, in my opinion, get you something that's going to be reliable. I don't buy an old car unless I already got a reliable first car. That's my opinion. And then if it's your first car, then maybe start off cheap if you're trying to save yourself some money. But you got to realize, I work on cars. I know how to take cars apart and put them back together. Don't go buy no cheap car that you can fix up and that you got to pay somebody to fix. I don't have to pay nobody to fix my cars. I can do the work myself. So you got to also remember that. All right. See here. Thanks. From Miami and lived there twice. Going to focus on photography and gigs. Hustle versus corporate job. Hustle, bro. The corporate job will keep you locked in. The hustle will keep you going. The hustle will give you a better feeling. When you're in corporate, you have to brown nose a lot. You have to kiss people's asses. You got to laugh at jokes that ain't funny. You got to cater to people's insecurities. The higher the bosses go up, the more arrogant they are, the more you have to cater to their insecurities. When you have a hustle, you're in charge of your own world, brother. You're in charge of your own world. Go that route. All right, let's see here. Let's see if I got everybody's question. All right, do you have any advice on multitasking when busy? I'm a Gemini. That's all we specialize in multitasking. All I can say is the thing that keeps me multitasking is energy. I drink a lot of coffee. When I tell you a lot of coffee, I take down at least 7 cups of coffee a day. So you have to realize, if you plan on multitasking, make sure your energy is high. Forever Preserving is definitely in the building. Big shout outs, my dude. Make sure that your energy is high when you're going to multitask, because you need your brain thinking fast. The faster your brain thinks, the better you're going to be when multitasking. Take down a lot of coffee. All right, let's see here. Somebody said, I forgot what the spring break. He says, how did I learn how to customize cars? YouTube. I watch YouTube videos. Bella Illa, Ben Ella with the $5 on the cashapp. Really appreciate it, my dude. He said, just quit my job at a law firm. They turned my position into 2 separate jobs after the fact. Hey, everybody downsizing. Life is going into a position where you have to learn how to grind. You have to learn how to work for yourself. Like, that's the best thing to do. It doesn't sound like a gear drop and Santana fell from the sky. What kind of engine you got? This is I don't know, bro. This is a all-wheel drive CTS4. I don't know what kind of engine this is. I really don't know what kind of engine this is at all. But it ain't fast as a Charger, I tell you that. It rides smooth, but this car is kind of small. I'm not going to lie to you. They didn't have the Charger that I wanted, so they said this is the best thing that we can do for you. But let's see here. All right, we're doing good so far. Any other questions? Get those questions in. He said, thanks from Miami. New subscriber, Vanessa. Big shout outs, man. Vanessa Poindexter. He said, new subscriber. I'm a Gemini also. Always multitasking. That's the thing about us Geminis, man. We're busy. Our brain is constantly moving. Got some eye candy trying to get in the caddy. What y'all think? She was eyeing the caddy, bro. Stop. My girl probably watching this like, I'm gonna hurt him when he get back. Hold on, let me see here. Damn, that's a long message, bro. Or he says, Bishop, when you got your girl, you never had a relationship with her. How did you maintain her interest? I met my girl when I was doing a semen retention. My woman is Muslim. She's covered up. She's a good girl. I had to work to get her because there was a lot of boundaries between her lifestyle and my lifestyle. I met my woman during a semen retention. And what kept my woman's attention is just me being a good guy to her. You know, you have to understand that. Like, it's a different type of ball game over here. I don't have a regular girl. My woman don't know who Drake is. She don't know who Nicki Minaj is. We're listening to Arab music all day. So you have to understand her upbringing is different. So her interest level is more towards an alpha male that's going to go get his grind. When I met her, me and her were friends for a year before anything, bro. So I'm talking before kissing anything. Like, I wanted to be a different person because I got sick of just banging random women. Like I was running through women left and right. And that's why I tell a lot of you dudes, don't aim to be a player, bro. I know what it's like to have a lot of women and then you're just you're clapping cheeks, you're fucking bitches, you're getting your dick sucked, you're getting everything you want, and you're still depressed. I used to be that. The guy that had a lot of women, but still depressed. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of you guys that don't get the women, you think if you get the women, you'll be the happiest in the world. And I'm telling you, no, you got to make sure you got the right woman for you. Because just having random women around, that shit gets old, bro. Like, you have to have a certain woman. If not, just stay by yourself. That's my opinion, bro. So I maintain her interest because I'm an interesting guy. I'm a Gemini. People don't get bored around us. It's hard for people to get bored around a Gemini. How do I deal with jealous people when I'm on my purpose? There is no, how can I say this? You don't deal with jealous people. Jealousy comes with the game. Jealousy is clarification that you are doing something right. So you have to realize is that if you have people in your life that are jealous, you're not supposed to let them know that you know that they are jealous. You're just supposed to know that they're there. All right? Because the person that shows you that they're jealous is typically the one that's not jealous. You feel what I'm saying? They're just the one from the distance that you could see. Your true enemies are the quiet ones next to you that you won't know. He said the microphone keep cutting in and out. Well, let me try this then. Hold on. Fab with the $2. Hold on. Let me how's the microphone now? The microphone should be good now. Let me go back to my question. All right, Marcus, when you're dealing with with haters, you need those haters in your life. You're going to need them. All right? With me, I'm going to tell you right now. Your truest hater is standing next to you. That's the person that truly hates you. The person that sits back and the person that sits back and watches your success and they're next to you, they just ain't told you yet that they're a hater. That's going to be your hater when you got to cut off somebody close to you. Listen to what I'm telling you. When it comes to success, that person that may talk shit to you online or that person that may hate from a distance, you don't have to worry about that hater. You need to worry about the person that's standing next to you that's saying nothing. Because one day, they're going to show you they're really hating. And one day, that's going to be the friend you really have to cut off. I've had to cut off so many close friends, bro, because everybody don't have a work ethic. Everybody don't have a vision. Everybody don't have a life. Most people are sitting back hoping somebody think for them, and they hope that it lands on their lap. When you start to go higher, it's going to be lonely at the top. I'm going to tell you this right now. It's going to be lonely. By the time you reach success, you're by yourself. I'm not going to lie to you. Throughout my life, I've been successful so many times that I've had to cut off everything, my entire past. Now when I stop and look at my life, I really have just me and my girl, for real. Because I've had to cut off everybody else to maintain my happiness. All right. Y'all got to start putting cues. He says, why you never have a contact number for callers to call in? Because when you guys call in, you want me to co-sign for some shit. Like when people call in, they want to ask questions, and then when I give them an answer, you want to turn around and change the goalposts. I don't like that when people call in. I don't like that you ask a question, and then when I give you a thorough answer, you turn around and change and give me another part of the story. That's why I don't do call-ins. I don't like when guys call in and your back screen is dark and you're sitting inside of a dark room, or you call in and you're sitting inside of a messy room. Like, I want people to call in that's going to be serious about getting their questions answered, and not just really, hey, I just want somebody to talk to today. When I used to do call-ins, it used to be like that. where you just have a whole bunch of people calling in just to talk, but really that you're going to change the goalposts every time you give them a proper answer. And I stopped doing consultations the same way. It's because, consulting makes a lot of money, but it's very depressing to be on the phone with somebody for an hour and nothing gets accomplished. And that happens majority of the time because guys just want to pay a whole bunch of money for me to teach them how to get their ex back. And I kind of feel like, that shit is corny. As a Sigma male, we don't worry about exes. We're constantly moving on. But a lot of consultation was like, how do I get my ex back? And it's more like, why do you want her back? Like, she obviously left you for a reason. So when you take and you put all this into play, it's not worth the call up. It's not worth the consultation. It's not worth it. It's easier to do it this way. Will I do it? Yes. But it ain't going to be like on a regular. When I put it like this, next week is going to be a whole different ball game. When I get back into my office and I get back into the studio, it's going to be a different ball game. We're going to really enhance the work ethic. All right, let's see what else we're rocking the building. Big shout outs to that dude. He said, do you think your Dodge Charger can keep up with an SRT Demon? No. No way. SRT Demons are 850 horsepower with 750 at the wheel. A Demon's going to take off on me. Now, as far as a Hellcat, I can keep up with I can blow a Hellcat because I'm 765 horsepower with 642 at the wheel. So my Dodge Charger that I built can blow a Hellcat. I can beat a Hellcat, but I can't beat a Demon, and I'm neck and neck almost with a red eye. He said, Demon, I'm trying to get like that. The Demon is fast, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If you're looking for speed and you're looking for something for the same price, I would probably go with a GTR. If you ask me, I wouldn't get a Demon. If you're looking for speed, I would go with a GTR. A GTR is going to place you way faster than a Demon. Let's see here. Larry said, have you ever attempted trading options trading in the past, or do you think programming automatically programs the work? Right now, there's too many bots in the stock market. When the stock market is good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. In my opinion, play the stock market like day trading. Day trading is going to be the best way to go in the stock. Optional trading is not what it used to be because too many people caught on to it. It's the same thing with short. People didn't know how to short stocks. Once people learned how to short stocks, it kind of messed up the game. Hey, let's get those likes up. We got 93 likes. We're only 179. Let's get those likes up. When it comes to the stock market itself, it's all about the skilled player now. You have a falling economy, so at any given moment, any stock can turn around and go right back down. Do you believe in the law of attraction superstition? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I believe in the law of attraction. That's why I tell you guys, watch the people you are around. You have to watch that. Watch the music that you ingest. Watch all of these things. You guys know I only spend 3 hours on the internet a day, if that. So watch your energy. The law of attraction is very real. Start thinking about what you want to do, and life will start to align itself. All right, let's see here. Hey, bro, any plans for this weekend? No, I don't have plans. I'm gonna be back in the studio in 2 days. Y'all see me out here now, but in 2 days I will be back in the studio. I will be back to work. The work ethics will be increasing, so do not expect me to be on vacation. No, by the weekend I would be back home, brother. I would be back home. I would be back Saturday. We definitely going hard. I would be in the studio going live Saturday. Sunday we definitely gonna be hard. I just got to keep letting this sun hit me so I can rejuvenate, just so I could go back and work harder. That's the goal. All right, Bella. Once you said a woman does not care about your feelings, yet if you capture her mind, psychology, she would never leave. Can you explain this? All right, when you capture a woman's mind and psychology, why she'll never leave, it's because she's going to want to be you. But only rare dudes are going to get this attraction. Every guy has to build up to it. To have a woman completely in love with you, you have to be something that she wants from the gate. And then, this is how I tell guys, a woman falls in love with you, the more you're different from what she analyzed. The objective is to not be what she's analyzed. Most women, I tell you, a woman has a superpower. A woman is able to look at a man and have him figured out within 5 seconds. The goal is to not be what she's analyzed. As long as you show up short from what she's analyzed, she'll constantly be gravitating towards you. The more she gravitates towards you and the more she gets to know you, the more she's going to try to be you. That's why I tell you, most women that get hurt, they turn around and hurt the next guy the same way that the guy before her hurt her. So you got to realize, to have a woman completely in love with you, you have to be something that she wants. That type of infatuation is extremely rare, and guys would not be able to do that. And another thing is, she has to have less bodies. The more bodies that a woman has, all that I'm going to fall in love with this guy, that goes out the window. Once a woman gets past maybe 3 dudes, it's over. She'll never be the same woman again. You can't turn a bad girl good. When a good girl goes bad, she is gone forever. So keep in mind, most of that psychology, making a girl fall in love with you, and it's hard for her to disconnect, is going to come from girls that are young. Older women, that's going to be hard. Anything over 25 is going to be hard because they negotiate their relationships. When a woman wants to settle down, she'll negotiate her relationship. So make sure she's exactly what you want. All right, let's see here. All right. Regular dude back up. He says, I grew up with a guy called himself Dodge Boy, even in elementary school. Dodges have been around for a while. They got banned for racing. All right, let's see here. Bad Boy Mosey says, I knew a few guys who tell lots of women not to talk to me because I'm weird. They do that a lot. Why they doing that and I'm not friends with them? To make themselves feel better. You're talking to people that, you got to realize, when people are not happy with themselves, they try to bring somebody else down to feel happy. That's why the internet is filled with a lot of bots, and the internet is filled with a lot of trolls, because the internet is where hurt people can come and express themselves without the backlash. But that's also the downfall of society. It's because you have so many people who are naturally extroverted people. They come online and they create this, how can I say, introvert mindset to where they can talk and lash out and say what they want, hate, and do all that. And then when they try to transition that back into reality, somebody in real life will end up knocking their teeth out or hurting or killing them. You're seeing a lot of young kids die that are like 14, 15, and 16-year-olds that are getting killed because they're online trolling, and then they're trying to bring that mindset into an extroverted world. In the extroverted world, you get punished for the same words that you use online that you're not accountable for. So when it comes to, hold on, let me go back up. So when it comes to people lashing out, you're going to always have people who are angry inside that want to put somebody else down that they know is not going to retaliate. So when you have a guy that's telling you, oh, he's weird, don't talk to him, he just feels bad. I keep telling you, always think about the story of the nerd who gets picked on in freshman year. He gets picked on by the same bully. Then his second year, he gets picked on. His third year, he gets picked on. Fourth year, he gets picked on. But when he goes to graduate, the bully goes to pick on him one last time, and the nerd knocks his damn teeth out, and everybody turns around and looks at the nerd like he's the bad guy. So you have to understand that if you allow someone to talk bad on you one time, they'll continue to do it. That don't work with me. Let somebody say some bullshit to me and watch how fast we get to it. Sometimes you got to match people's energy immediately just to keep them from doing it again. He says, Jay Spade says, Alex says, I got new device, but my question is when are you bringing back the lion intro? I don't know yet. I got copyrights. Anything done with a lion and fucking tigers and shit, copyrights are all over it. Like, it don't hit you at first, but it'll come back and get you. That's the thing about YouTube. A lot of my intros that were good, I had to do some goofy shit. Hence, I'm moving from Broward to LA. It's so toxic. I needed to be around non-stagnant people. Thanks for the video. I understand what you mean about Broward, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to necessarily say that you're going to move to LA and then things are just going to prosper. LA got some weird shit out there. You know what I mean? Like, I like LA, but I don't. LA, I don't know. It's something about California, bro. Florida, I like Florida because, like, it's more upfront. I think LA has more liars. He said, when you're going to get more music, Spade? I got to be in the mood to make music, bro. I really have to. Question: why do women take your blueprint, run away from you, only to come back to get more information and claim they love you? What blueprint are they running away with, bro? Like, women only play mental games with guys that allow them to play mental games. Don't play mental games with her. You feel what I'm saying? Like, one thing that you guys got to do, you just got to get out the house. Like, look at this girl. She over here by herself, doing nothing, and that you have random guys running around the beach and no one saying anything to her. So I can sit here and say, she know I'm in here. Why would she come over here and do this in front of me? But she probably don't know I'm in here. So you have to understand, women are going to do things to guys that allow it. You got to know what you want out of life. All right, let's see here. Angel Torres, he says, got an '07 Grand Prix, all right, that I'm using to learn mechanic and customizing skill. Should I wait till the issues happen to the car or just upgrade with new parts? It all depends on what you're going to go upgrade. Let's say you're putting in long tube headers. Then it's best you go ahead and replace your brakes and rotors and all of that, because you have to take all of that off in order to replace that part. That's how I build a car. If I know I'm going to go replace a part, all the parts that I have to take off to get to that part, I replace those parts with new parts. So that's what you have to learn how to do whenever you're rebuilding a car. You have to say, all right, if I'm changing the alternator, I got to change this, I got to change that, I got to change the belt. Automatically start going to go buy new parts for all the parts that you're taking off to get to that one part. That's how you want to build. All right, so if you got the Grand Prix, listen, this how you got to listen. Engine. White smoke out of the engine, bad. Start listening to the engine sounds. Tick and smoke. That tells you everything. Tick and smoke. Transmission, shift points. Best thing to do is to change the fluid. Change the fluid and see if there's metal pieces inside of the can. It's the same thing with the oil. The first thing you could do is remove the oil pan. Check and see if there's metal pieces in there. Both of those will tell you what's going on with the engine. So if there's metal pieces in both, at some point the engine and transmission is about to break. You just got to start replacing new parts with the parts that you're taking off. Don't necessarily wait for shit to break, because it gives off a lot of signs that things are going to happen. All right? So learn to spot the little stuff that's going to build. Same thing with a starter. Before a starter go out, that last 3 or 4 times, it may stutter a little bit to start the car. That lets you know the starter's about to go out. You'll start learning little tricks as you go. He says, are Sigma males more attractive than alpha males? You trolling, bro. You the free lobster date. Facts. All right. Bad boy Moses says, a woman flake on me and hit me up a month later to ask for lobster. She said she had an emergency. That's why she flaked. What's your thoughts on why did I buy her anything so she left me? Okay. It sounds like to me she's using you, bro. Women don't flake on guys that they like. All right? Women don't flake on guys that they like. I'm being honest with you. You just have so many desperate men out now. Women are having a field day with desperate men, if you ask me. Women are having a field day with guys that are living in delusional worlds, that are desperate to be in relationships. Girls are like, hey, do this, do this, do this. And men are really giving that shit up just to fucking get close to them on a date. That's what you really got going on. I'm telling you, bro. Women are having a field day with desperate men. And these guys are doing desperate shit to be next to girls. And then they're like, oh, why did she do that? You put yourself out there. You have to go and become the best version of yourself, bro. so you don't get played. Too many guys are trying to pay for women. He says, any thoughts? Jason Mara. He said, hold on. I'm gonna get back down to you. Fab 17, stop trolling, bro. Place you on timeout. Damn, I can't. Somebody get rid of Fab 17. All right. Marcus says, should guys listen to female dating coaches? No, you shouldn't listen to no dating coach. Pick up work don't work no more. She either like you or she don't. Female dating coaches are just jumping in on the train of weak men to make money, bro. Everybody everybody got a new thing for the weaker guy who really wants to be in love and have a girlfriend. When it boils down to it, you just got to listen, as a man, there's only one way to win, and that's become the best version of yourself. That's the only way to win. You become the best version of yourself, and you learn your lane. Learn what lane you are in. That's what you got to do. What type of women you attract to, what type of women you don't attract to. Like, look at this couple here. Girlie, God came over here. Now he over here with her, spitting his game. He don't care. He doing his thing, right? Remember, we show her over here by herself, where this guy decided to walk up to her, talk to her, and now he's going to work out with her. So you got to become the best version of yourself. The only way that it works is when you become the best version of yourself and you learn your lane. Your lane is the most important thing. What we have too many guys that are apples trying to get with oranges because they are attracted to the orange. They're saying the orange is pretty. I want to be with the orange. The orange is this. A woman is looking at it like, bro, you're not even my fucking type. But if you want to give up all this shit to me, you want to throw yourself onto me, then I'm going to take advantage of you. That's how women think. So it's very important as a man to realize that you must know where you want to be and where you want to go. Because if you don't, a woman is not ashamed to take shit from you. They're not. And when they get done with you and they toss you out, they're not going to care. So become the best version of yourself is the only way to win. Dating coaches are a scam. Period. It's the biggest scam. Because think about it. If dating advice really worked and it was really beneficial, everybody would do it, and you wouldn't have any single people out here, and every girl would have a man. Every girl would be taken. Every guy would have a relationship, right? But instead, the amount of single people just keep growing by the day. Single men and single women. So what does that tell you? Dating advice doesn't work if the single category is still increasing. If dating advice did work, then guess what? Everybody would be married and in a relationship right now, because that'll be a certified way of thinking, right? Okay, it ain't like that. You have to discover your lane. Once you discover the lane that you're supposed to be in, then it's easy. All right, let's see here. I need to brush my teeth. All right, let's go. Bad Boy Moses coming. Bad Boy Moses, you better start donating. People that be asking this many questions, you got to at least put $2 in there. Question: I did not buy it for her, but some real OG told me she was smashing another guy. She did not have no emergency. That's what it is, bro. You got to go through that in order for you to be stronger. All of us have been played by women, bro. It's a matter of how fast you get over it. Women are going to get played by guys. Like, you have to understand that. Men are going to get played by women. Women are going to get played by guys. Why? Why is the big question. Why do men and women both get played? Because everybody is attracted to each other for desirement. All right? You start off finding sexual partners. Everyone is seeking sexual partners. Look at this guy. He got his girl with him. She's younger than him. Oh, the guy with a young chick. Old boy done went over to the girl right here. Now they working out together. And you got the lady over there. So you have to understand that in life, you really have to know your lane. You really have to know where you want to be, where you want to go, how you want to live. Because Girls are going to take advantage of the weak. They always have. Because the weak volunteers himself to get used as a puppet, hoping that his niceness wins her over. But no, women are going to always be gravitating towards the higher vessel. Always. Know your lane so you're the higher vessel to her. That she likes me if she said, somebody block M3 notes. We're not answering stupid questions, bro. All right. Some of y'all ain't even putting a Q in front of the question. Come on. All right. Fab Lion, big shout outs, bro. He said she left me on red. I never replied after avoiding me at work. 3 months later, we met in a quarterer. She hugged me and stared for a few seconds. I never mentioned the text was wrong. Dog, when it comes to women, don't let them confuse you, bro. Like, don't play inside of their games. It is extremely important that you focus on being a guy that's gonna be alpha. That's what she's looking for. She's looking for the guy that can walk inside of a room all day and be and stand strong. Women want strength. So they're gonna gravitate towards that. The stronger guys would never have to do as much as the weaker dudes. So you need to focus on being a stronger man in your lane. Like, look at this dude right here. He's still spitting his game. She working out. She's avoiding him. Not really avoiding, but you see she's still moving. He's sitting there still talking, trying to spit his game. You know what I'm saying? It all depends, bro. And we've been sitting here watching this shit. So you got to realize that once you become the best version of yourself, then that'll give you confidence as a person. You can't do anything in life without being confident as a person. And once you're confident as a person, then you're brave to go towards things. All right, let's see here. He says somebody's personal trainer. That's not somebody's personal trainer. Sat here and watched that dude. I sat here and watched that dude walk up and down this beach the whole time she was sitting here working out. And then he looked over and saw her and came over and started talking to her. Nigga, it's Florida. People know how to come down here and get some pussy. The women down here give it up easy, man. Y'all just got to get used to opening up your mouth. Y'all try to do online talking, too much online flirting. You're trying to win girls over with words. Words are not going to get women. It's your actions. It's what she sees in you. That's what's going to get women. All right, let me see. Move out of here for this damn guy come around here. All right, guys, I've been on here for an hour and something. I want to appreciate everybody that showed up. What we got? Big shout outs to everybody. All right, Baller, one more. Let's get some donations up. Definitely get those likes up. Matter of fact, let's just get all the likes up. Baller, is there anything different about you notice about girls and guys based on their race? And dating, of course, not racism. Yes. Okay, what I learned about different race of women, when I was growing up, the white girls were the easiest ones to get. The black girls were more dominant. So a lot of guys, they got more drug dealers and more thugs. They would grab it. Gizmo with the $5. Really appreciate it. I see you out there, Jennifer. Based off of race of women, black men normally look at white women as easy women to be with. But I think that as you get older as a person, you start to gravitate back towards your own race of people. I think a lot of younger kids are going to try to date interracially, and I think that there's still going to be a difference between the two. Angel Torres, big shout outs, man. He's always showing love. So do I think there's a difference between the race of people? Yes, because I think that there's a difference between the upbringing and the nationalities of them. That's what makes my situation with an Arabic woman, a lot of adjustments had to happen for us to be together, because this is a different culture. These fathers don't play with them. Like, there's no play with them. There's no play with their culture when it comes to relationships, other than black people play with their relationships all the time. You know what I'm saying? Latinos even have game. But I think that as you get older, you're more likely to lean back towards your own race of people. That's what I've noticed in life. Like now, I wouldn't date a white woman because that's just not my flow anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I went through a time period where I thought I was. That's how I feel about interracial dating. Is that you need to get out and date interracially, just to learn, just for the experience, and to learn more about the world. I think that you should get out there and do it. But I do feel as you get in your 30s and 40s, you start to revert back to your own kind. All right. He said, "Can you add your live streams to Spotify?" I'm working on that. Right now, I really needed a break because I literally filmed 4 years in a row. And my brain is like, all right, we need to reinvent ourselves. What is it that we need to do? What is it that we need to do? See, she's still working out. He done switched up and got on his phone. You see that? He done went on his phone. She's still working out. You guys got to know your lane, bro. You got to know your lane. He says, I slept with one chick. She took days to reply to my text. I said, ain't no simp. Don't play that. She hit me up months later to meet up. I blocked her. What do you think she feels like now? It all depends. What if she are? You got to realize, women don't feel down and out for men that long because there's always another guy that want to sleep with her. There's always another guy that want to take her out on a date. That's the thing about women. If women get their heart broken on a Sunday, they can easily go online and set up a date for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday and forget about the guy. So that's one thing that you have to understand. Never think that you're getting back at a woman for something that she did, because you could just be part of a theme, something that she wanted to do for the moment, and your retaliation may not even affect her. The only way that women are affected by men is if she literally tries to get with you and you reject her. That makes her feel hurt. But if she didn't want you from the gate and she had intentions of using you and you reject her, that doesn't really make her feel as bad as her wanting you and you rejecting her. You feel what I'm saying? It's a big difference. Let's see here. Somebody keeps saying personal trainer. That's not a personal trainer, bro. That's not a personal trainer. How do I feel about Aquarius women? I like Aquarius women. Aquarius women have imaginations. I keep telling y'all, the Gemini and Aquarius are one of the best couples because they both share the same imagination. They, like us Geminis, we have a really big imagination, bro. Like our imaginations are big. Same thing with Aquarius. The difference is a Gemini has dual personalities. So we're extroverted and introverted. We do a lot of extroverted things. People become comfortable with us being extrovert, and then we slide out and we become an introvert, and they never see us for days at a time. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, we're coming in. He says, that's very interesting. I'm biracial, black and white, with only tan skin as Afro hair, left African descent. I'm not physically attracted to blacks, but I still find beauty. Right. I've said that too. I think black women are the most beautiful women on the planet. I just think that their attitude really makes them ugly sometimes. You know what I mean? Everyone, but believe it or not, everybody's going to have their preferences. The more you travel the world, the more you're going to know. I didn't know in my 20s that I would be with an Arab woman now. I'm going to be honest with you, I thought I was going to be with a white woman. Based off of my personality, I thought I was going to be the black dude that married the white chick, because I love, my interest for black women left early in my life. I just felt like they were very combative, and I'm half black. So your views of life is going to change as you get older based off of your experiences. He says, I agree, Gemini and Aquarius. I think Gemini and Aquarius is make the best relationship, and Gemini and Pisces, and I would probably say Gemini, and I would probably throw Libra in there, but that's about it. We mainly do better by ourselves. Ethiopia women and Latino women are the most beautiful women. I like Ethiopia women. Ethiopia women they got that dark skin smoke. They got that smooth, like that smooth black. That's what, like, that black women in America don't have that Ethiopia black skin or African black. He says, I'm Arab, but I only like white girls and from a young age. I really struggle to get them. Is there a chance of them having as an Arab? As an Arab, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna have some money to get a white woman, because when you start, white people and Arabs don't really, in my opinion, I could be wrong. A lot of whites, when they think of Arabs, they're thinking of 9/11. And a lot of white people take that 9/11 to heart, bro. Don't get it twisted. My girl still faces racism because she wears a scarf all day. All right. He said laugh out loud. Aries is cool. He said laugh out loud. Aries. Aries are cool, but I think Aries are too dominant for a Gemini. To be honest with you, I think Aries women are aggressive. I don't think Geminis don't like that. All right, let's see here. He said, "What do you think about matches with Aries?" Not too much. Aries are free birds. They like to run free. Aries don't like to be. Aries women do not like to be handed down. He said cancers are the best. Man, please. Cancers are shit. Cancers women are fucking moody. Like a Cancer woman is moody, up and down, depressed. You find yourself saying to Cancer women, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" Then they're so loving, you know what I mean? They want to get along with everybody. They want everybody to be happy. They really care about the homeless and sick. But then there's always drama around them. Always. All right. He says, aren't zodiacs just an excuse for stereotypes? To an point, but you're not supposed to take zodiac serious, bro. Like let's keep serious. Let's keep it funky here. We could talk about zodiacs as much as we want, but don't take it too serious. Don't take the zodiac shit too serious. You know what I mean? Like, play with it. We could play with it, but don't live off of it. All right? Don't get around a woman. Don't do that. That's what women are going to do. All right? Don't get around them. Chad David says Aries women are I know it all. Right. Aries women are very aggressive. I can tell you that. If I was to start a business, I would want to start it with an Aries woman. Why? Because she's going to stick to the business. She's going to stick to getting it done. That's one thing I can tell you about an Aries woman. She's just like the Virgo. She's just like the Virgo woman. They're not going to call off. They are going to be in competition. You know what I'm saying? Aries is probably the hardest woman to pin down because of her independence. He says, let the women worry about the zodiac stuff. We do. I get what you're saying with it. That's why I say don't take it to heart. Play around with it. But in life, you're generally going to learn the most just having life experiences. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody He says, no, but look up Latino, though. People hardly think I'm Arab. I'm just a brown guy with light color hair. And guess I was Arab. It all depends on your area. All right, big shout out to Chad David. And who was the last one to come in with the 20? The last one with the $20 was Angel Torres. All right, guys, I wanted to give you guys a update, and I may go live later on tonight, but right now it's getting close. I really have to. We're going to answer these questions later on, so hold on to your questions later on because I really got to head back to the house, all right? Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista, guys. I'm going to check up with you later on tonight.